stop being fumed so hard. Let's look at this logically. What do I believe scientifically, logically? Well, first of all, what I believe has nothing to do with magic or incredible, unbelievable powers in terms of what is defined by them, but rather God and his incredible power and who he would reward it to. And we'll get into that momentarily. First of all, let's look at the structure. Do I have a realistic and logical belief as to how society works, what a criminal is, what evil is, etc.? So basically, I believe that there's old money groups of people who are about as powerful as billionaires. Some of them are billionaires, some aren't. These are the old money families, okay? Rothschilds, some of these guys emerged later as rich people like the Waltons and so on and so forth, okay? J.P. Morgan, his relatives, these guys put each other up on game, so to speak, the tricks of the trade, okay? I would describe them as the governing class. Beneath them are the corporate guys, okay? There's transnational corporation, there's conglomerates. Look at what these terms are. They prove my point to a large degree. There's corporate partnerships that have many members. When I was at University of Phoenix, they said that their corporate partnership, which included Kaiser and so on and so forth, had over 200 groups in it. 200 different corporations coming together saying, what can we do to make things work in our favor, okay? Infrastructure, right? This is key. Then there's the government. The corporations basically give a lot of donations to candidates, and they help determine policy. The iron triangle of sociology and economics, if you will. Lobbyist groups, corporations, politicians, okay? Bureaucrats, the bureaucracy. All right. Then there is the fairly rich millionaires. They're not quite as powerful as government people, but there's like 11 million of them in America. There's like 500 billion billionaires in America. There's quite a few of them, and they're part of these corporate partnerships. And they're also connected to each other through families who are in the next level, which is the Masons, the military, the police, Mason/social clubs, right? Skull and Bones, fraternities, Greek societies. Okay, military, police, mental health, teachers, okay, churches, any spiritual group that's allowed. These are networking groups, Facebook, for example, social networking. These are networking groups, except for these are those specific groups and not just social media sites, okay? Then we have beneath them, some doctors kind of reinforce social norms, some don't, so I kind of left that alone, Then we have the gangs. They have their own kind of government, their own stranglehold over various neighborhoods and groups of people. They influence people a lot more than people think. Like 18th Street in LA, when I looked it up before, they said they had about 18,000, 20,000 members, okay? Massive influence they wield. Think about associates, think about family members. These guys influence politics to a large degree, and they pressure people and they extort people, etc., okay? Then we have the community watch groups and these other kind of watch groups, okay? So all these people are contributing to this structure of evil. Money is the root of all evil. It's in the Bible. It's a popular saying as well. We see the Occupy Wall Street, corporate greed. Okay, they're greedy people. They're rich while people are suffering. They have no profound, benevolent plan for their money. They're just letting people die of hunger all over the world. They're using their money to sexually exploit people, exploit the labor class, and I'm not a communist, mind you, etc. They're bad people. And all these people are falling in line. They're on board, as the saying goes, with these horrible people. Which goes back to the word breed. So this is an example of the wordplay. Breed and be read. Are these guys, through epigenetics, generational kind of cultivation, are they becoming more like their unnatural position? More like these people want them to be, playing their evil position. Okay? Are they becoming craftsmen each generation more and more? Are they adapting to the artificial ecosystem, artificial environment, artificial selection? Yes. So breed, be red. They're becoming red, which symbolizes the principles of evil. Okay? So again, does the wordplay line up? Evil is live backwards. Look up what an anagram is, an occult cut up. Part is trap backwards. Ward is draw backwards. Saved is divas backwards. And divas, obviously Hollywood divas, these gold diggers who don't care about human life, only care about their money. Together, to get her. Okay, so sort of rape by deception going on, because by default people are identifying themselves as their occupation and their position in the social system. He's a police officer, he's a lawyer, he's an engineer, he's in the military, okay? They're a teacher. And instead of who they really are naturally, what is their moral worth? Who are they? What kind of heart do they have? Okay, they're not really getting to who these people are. That's why there's such a high divorce rate. Women always say, good guys finish last, and why do they always pick the assholes, and so on and so forth, okay? So unnatural identities, unnatural priorities, unnatural values. Therefore, their love is unnatural and fake. Okay, their morals are unnatural and fake. Their spiritual systems unnatural and fake, because it's all relative to the psychological construct and not reality. Morality, I always say, more reality and doing the right thing. Okay, so as you can see, there's nothing magical about what I believe. I believe in the miracle of life. So when God made me the alpha, the top martial artist, I made a up to $100,000 challenge, 7-year. It's still open still, even though I've been sabotaged, okay? With 20 witnesses, mind you. Okay, these people in their fairy tale world who disassociated from natural reality and reinvented themselves in the artificial construct, which is a form of disassociation. Okay? They hid from my challenge because in reality, I'm the top martial artist, and no one else has done what it takes. They're not on the most moral path. They're not telling the truth. They're not truly having honor. They didn't make an open challenge for 7 years to up to $100,000. They haven't done anything that would make it so they have a logical claim for this position. And then there's the Ibo, Kuro, Obi, black belt. Obi backwards is Ibo. Obi, and in Japanese is belt, and we have these different systems, karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, hapkido, and all these systems where they wear the belts. Okay? And of course, how you're built. Figure it out. Physics and physique. Okay? And my dad's a brain surgeon, and so on and so forth. So all my claims are logical. They're based in reality, not the artificial construct, which elevates the Masons and people that think like Masons and not people who think like natural warriors with heart. It has to do with education system. What kind of mind state, what kind of mentality people have, government, law enforcement, state, ment, meaning mind, like mentality.